So, good morning, ma'am, and each and everyone present in this meeting. I am Mukul Verma, and my serial number is 131. And our topic for today is skewness and kurtosis for distribution data. These are our group members, and the project is done under supervision of Dr. Tina Trivedi. So, let's start with our revision first. What is mean? The mean average of a data set is found by adding all the numbers in the data set and then dividing the number of values in the set. It is denoted by x bar. What is median? The middle number found by ordering all data points and picking out the one in the middle, or if there are two middle numbers, taking the mean of those two numbers. What is mode? The mode is the number that appears most frequently in a data set is called mode. Further, we'll look at some important formulas. First is mean. Mean is given by x bar is equal to summation of x upon n, where x is equal to observation given and n is equal to total number of observations. Median. If n is odd, then m is equal to n plus 1 by 2th term, and if n is even, m is equal to n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1 term by 2. Here n is equal to total number of observations. Mode. The value which occurs most frequently is mode. Variance. Sigma square is equal to summation of xi minus x bar up the whole square upon n minus 1, where x is equal to observation given, x bar is equal to mean, and n is equal to total number of observations. Standard deviation. Standard deviation is given by sigma is equal to root of sigma square, where x is equal to observation given, x bar is equal to mean, and n is equal to total number of observation. Further will be continued by Aniket Dubey.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Ankit Dubey, and I am going to explain movement about origin. There are in movement. There are two types: movement about origin and movement about mean. First, we are looking on movement about origin. The earth movement about the origin is defined by mu r dash which is equals to e of x minus 0 r raised to r. The first movement about the origin of random variable is called the mean, and it is denoted by mu. The first movement about the origin is sometimes called as raw movement, and it is denoted by mu dash. And the next topic we are looking on movement about mean. The kth movement about the mean is defined as mu k, which is equals to e of x minus x bar raised to k. The first movement about the mean, mu1 is 0. The second movement about the mean, mu2, represents the variation, and it is usually denoted by sigma square, where sigma represents the standard deviation. It is denoted by mu. Now we are going to look on skewness. Skewness is used to measure asymmetry of an ideally symmetric probability distribution and is given by the third standardized movement. In simple word, we can say that skewness is the measurement of how much the probability distribution of random variable derives from the normal distribution. The coefficient of skewness is given by beta 1. And we can find the beta 1 by using the formula beta 1, which is equals to mu of 3 the whole square divided by mu of 2 the whole cube. And beta 1 can be more classified into b1 is equals to 0. And if b1 is equals to 0, then the probability distribution is symmetrical. If b1 is greater than 0, the probability distribution is positively skewed. If b1 less than 0, the probability distribution and is negatively skewed. From the graph, you can more get explanation. So this is the graph. The middle one says that mean, median, mode, which is symmetrical. Right hand side negatively skewed and left hand side positively skewed. From the graph, you can come to know about what is B1 can get calculated. So the next topic is kurtosis, which will be explained by Vivek. Sorry, Vikas.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Vikas Kumar. My SR number is 49, and I will continue with kurtosis. Kurtosis is a statistical measure that defines how heavily the tails of distribution differ from the tails of normal distribution. In other words, kurtosis identifies whether the tails of a given distribution contain extreme values. The coefficient of kurtosis is denoted by beta 2. Beta 2 is given by beta 2 equals to mu 4 upon mu 2 square. If beta 2 equals to 3, the distribution is mesokurtic, and if beta 2 is greater than 3, the distribution is leptokurtic. If beta 2 is less than 3, the distribution is latikurtic. Next, so here we see the graph, which the highest one is leptokurtic distribution, and the middle one is normal distribution, that is mesokurtic distribution, and the lower one is latikurtic distribution. Thank you. Further will be continued by my friend Sahil Gupta.
Hello everyone, my name is Sahil and I will be explaining some formula and will be doing some questions. Just one. So yeah, these are the formulae. So yeah, we know that mean e raised to x is equals to summation fx upon summation f, where f is the frequency. It is also called as expected value, therefore that's why I have written that e raised to x. So now let's talk about moments. Moments about any other point. So this is the general formula of moments about any other point. It is denoted by ur double dash. Mu r double dash is equals to e raised to x minus p raised to r, where p is any other point. For example, let's the first moment. So we have to substitute, instead of r, we will substitute 1 and p will be given in the question. So now let's go to moments about origin. The general formula of moment about origin is equal to mu r dash, which is equals to e raised to x minus 0 raised to r. So we can calculate first moment about origin. So if we substitute r equals to 1, therefore we get e raised to x. But e raised to x is also called mean. Therefore the first moment about origin is called mean. So similarly, we can do u2 dash ex square, u3 dash is equals to ex cube, and u4 dash is equals to. So these are for second moment about mean, third moment, second moment about origin, third moment about origin, and fourth moment. So now let's go to moments about mean. So the general formula is given by mu r is equals to e raised to x minus x bar raised to r. So first moment about mean, if we substitute, if we multiply e raised to x inside, so we get mu1 equals to e raised to x minus e raised to x bar, which is the same value. Therefore it gets cancelled and we get 0. So always the first moment about mean is always 0. Similarly, by substituting the formula, we get a final result, which is second moment about mean. Second moment about mean is mu2 is equals to mu2 dash minus mu1 dash the whole square, where mu2 dash is the moment about origin. See. So mu2 dash is equals to mu2 dash minus mu2 equals to mu2 dash minus mu1 dash the whole square. And similarly, we can find the formula of mu3. Mu3 equals to mu3 dash minus 3 mu2 dash mu1 dash plus 2 mu1 dash the whole cube. And mu4 equals to mu4 dash minus 4 mu3 dash mu1 dash plus 6 mu2 dash mu1 dash the whole square minus 3 mu1 dash raised to 4. So these are some important formulas which will help us to solve our question. So now let's go to first question. So the question is calculate first 4 moments about mean. Also calculate beta 1 and beta 2. So this is the table given where y is the frequency. So what do we have to find? So first of all, we have to calculate first 4 moments about mean. But in order to calculate that we have to find the first 4 moments about origin. Then we can use the formula to find the moments about mean. And once we know the moments about mean, then we can calculate beta 1 and beta 2. So let's begin with the solution. So mu1 dash is equals to e raised to x minus x bar, as we have seen in the formula. So we have to find x bar. X bar is the mean. So in this given table, the elements are in ascending order. So we can see the middle term is 5. Hence the mean of the table, the mean of x in the table is 5. Therefore we have to substitute x bar equals 5. So mu1 dash equals to e raised to x minus 5. But we know that e raised to x equals to summation fx upon summation f. But here x equals to x minus phi. Therefore, by substituting x equals to x minus phi, we get e raised to x minus phi equals to summation of f into x minus phi upon summation f. Now we have to prepare a table. So x and y are given. Here y is the frequency, and we have to calculate summation f. See, we have to calculate this. So summation f we have found by adding all the y values. So this is summation f. Now what we have to find? We have to find x minus phi. So let's first calculate that x minus phi. This is the x, and we have to minus phi with it. So 1 minus phi minus 4. 2 minus phi minus 3. Similarly, this middle term phi minus phi, which gives us 0. 6 minus phi 1, 2, 3, 4. So we calculated x minus phi. Now what is here in this formula? We have to find the summation of frequency times x minus phi. So we have to just multiply frequency into x minus phi value. Means this is our frequency and this is our x minus phi value. So 1 into minus 4 gives minus 4. 6 into minus 3 gives minus 18. Anything into 0 gives 0. So this whole row will be 0. We will explain that later. 22 into 1 gives 22. So like that we will calculate x minus phi times f. So this whole column is filled. But what we have to find? We have to find the summation. Summations means adding all the terms. So we add these terms. So it gives us minus 10 after adding this column. Now let's go to x minus phi the whole square times f. Why are we finding x minus phi the whole square, x minus phi the whole cube, x minus phi the whole 4 times f? Because we have to calculate, this is, see, we have to calculate u1 dash, u2 dash, u3 dash and u4 dash. So in order to find that, we have to find all these 4 terms, and we already have summation f. So yeah, to find x minus phi the whole square times f, we have to multiply this term into this term. So if we multiply these both terms, then we can get x minus phi the whole square times f. So minus 4 times minus 4 gives minus 16. Minus 3 times minus 18 gives 54. 0 times 0 gives 0. That's why this whole column is 0. So similarly that 18 2s are 36, 15 3s are 45. Therefore this column is filled. And the summation, here the last term is called the summation of these whole terms. So it gives us 282. Now the next column. Now we have to find x minus phi the whole cube. So let's take we have the value of this x minus phi the whole square. We just have to multiply this by x minus phi. So if we multiply 1 time x minus phi into this column, we get x minus phi the whole cube. So let's do that. 16 times minus 4 gives minus 64. Similarly 54 times minus 3 gives minus 162. And yeah, so this is 0. 2 times 36 times 2 gives 72, and by adding all these terms we get just 2. So and similarly the last column is like that only. In last column we have to multiply x minus phi the whole cube, means this column to this column. So 64 minus 4 into minus 4 gives 256. So that's why you can fill the last column, and we get the summation of all these values. So what are important to us? Summation of x we have calculated, summation of these terms and these 4 terms. So these are important. So now we have to calculate moments about origin, u1 dash. So u1 dash is equal to summation x minus phi times f upon summation f, as we have calculated here. So we have all the values. We have summation x minus phi times f, which is this value minus 10, and summation f is 113. So always 113 will remain same, and these 4 values will keep on changing. So minus 10 upon 113 gives us minus 0.88. So first moment about origin is equals to minus 0.088. We found this value. And similarly, second, here is 282, means summation of x minus phi the whole square. This value is 282, and summation f is 113. So which gives us 2.495. Similarly, we have to calculate these four values. Now, after calculating these four values, see, fourth moment is 2058. See, summation of x minus 5 the whole raised to 4 times f gives 2058 upon summation f, which is equal to 2058 upon 113, 18.21. After calculating these values, now we have to calculate moments about mean. But as we know, the first moment about mean is always 0. Therefore, mu1 equals 0. Now mu2 equals mu2 dash minus mu1 dash the whole square. These are the formulas which we have derived from here. See, now we are using these formulas because we have the value of mu2 dash and mu1 dash. So we can find second moment about mean. And the question also asked us to calculate first four moments about mean. So mu2 dash equal to mu2 equals to mu2 dash minus mu1 dash the whole square. And now we substitute the value. What's the value of mu2 dash? 2.495. 2.495 minus 0.088 the whole square, which gives us mu2 equals to 2.487. Similarly, mu3, the value of mu3 is this, means the formula. So that formula we have to substitute here, substitute all the values, and we get the final value of mu3. So that's why we calculated mu1 equals 0, mu2 equals to 2.487, mu3 equals to 0.6743, mu4 equals to 18.331. Now what they have asked? They have asked to calculate us b1 and b2. We know the formulas of beta 1 and beta 2. So we know the formulas. So beta 1 equals to mu3 square upon mu2 cube. What is mu3 here? 0.6743 the whole square upon 2.487 the whole cube, which gives us 0.0295. So here the value which we got, beta 1, since beta 1 is greater than 0, the distribution is positively skewed. And calculating beta 2, which the formula of beta 2 is equal to mu4 upon mu2 the whole square. Mu4 is equal to 18.331 upon 2.487 the whole square, which gives us 2.963. Since beta 2 is less than 3, the distribution is flattical. And hence we finish our question. Thank you. The next question will be explained by Vivek Pandey.
Hello everyone, I am Vivek Pandey from SC Coms and my SR number is 81. Now we get solved this question number 2. Question number 2 is basically the first four moment of distribution about the value 4 of a variable r minus 1.5, 17, minus 30, 108 respectively. पीछे slide करना. Find beta 1 and beta 2 and also the nature of distribution, and also we have to find two moment about origin. Here we given the data that is u1 double dash equal to minus 1.5, u2 double dash equal to 17, nu3 double dash equal to minus 30, or nu4 double dash equal to 108. Now for finding the beta 1 and beta 2, we first have to find the moment about mean. That is as we previously see that the first moment about mean is always equal to 0. And second moment about mean we can find by formula nu2 double dash minus nu1 double dash the whole square. By substituting the value of nu2 and nu1 double dash, we 17 minus 1.5 the whole square, that is equal to 17 minus 2.25 equal to 14 minus 75. Now we find the third moment about mean. Nu3 is equal to nu3 double dash minus 3 nu2 double dash nu1 double dash plus 2 nu1 double dash the whole cube. By substituting the value of nu3 double dash nu2 double dash nu1 double dash therefore equal to minus 30 minus 3 into 17 into minus 1.5 plus 2 into 1.5 the whole cube. By solving this, we get answer equal to 39.75. Now we find fourth moment about mean. Formula is nu4 double dash minus 4 nu3 double dash nu1 double dash plus 6 nu2 double dash nu1 double dash the whole square minus 3 nu1 double dash raised to 4. By substituting the value of nu4 double dash, nu3 double dash, nu1 double dash, and nu2 double dash, we get the final answer 142.3125. Why we find the moment about mean? Because we have to find the beta 1 and beta 2, that is skew and kurtosis. Beta, we know the formula of beta 1 is equal to nu 3 the whole square by nu 2 the whole cube. As we find the value of nu 2 and nu 3, by substituting the value of nu 3 and nu 2, we get 39.75 the whole square by 14.75 the whole cube. By solving this, we get answer equal to 0.4924. Now we know the formula beta 2 equal to nu 4 by nu 2 the whole square. We we get nu 4 equal to 142.3125 the by 14.75 the whole square. By solving this, we get answer equal to 0.6541. Here since we have to find the nature of a beta 1 and beta 2, since beta 1 is not equal to 0, hence distribution is unsymmetrical. We can also say that it is a positively skewed, and since beta 2 is less than 3, hence distribution is platychotic. We have to also find the movement about the origin. In question we given, for finding the movement about origin, we have to first find the movement about any point. So general formula of movement about any point equal to nu r double dash equal to E x minus p raised to r. For finding a first movement about any point, nu 1 double dash equal to E x minus p raised to 1 minus, by substituting the nu 1 double dash value and point equal to 4, which is given in question, minus 1.5 equal to ex minus ep. By substituting the point equal to 4, minus 1 point equal to ex minus 4. Ex is nothing but first movement about the origin. Nu 1 dash equal to ex equal to 2.5. Now we have to find the second movement about the origin, that is the ex minus 4 raised to 4 square equal to 17. By using formula a minus b the whole square, ex the whole square minus 8 ex plus 16 equal to 17. Now by substituting the value of ex from above equation, we get the final answer nu 2 dash equal to 21. Now further part will be explained by my teammates Pravesh Pandey.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Pravesh Pandey. My SR number is 17. My topic is application of skewness and kurtosis. Skewness can be used to obtain approximate probabilities and quantities of distribution, such as values at risk in finance, height of population. Flipping coin is one of the oldest method. As we know, there are two types of skewness: positive skewness and negative skewness. Application of positive skewness is distribution of income, and negative skewness is distribution of number of years in primary and secondary schools. Also, skewness refers to distribution of asymmetry in symmetrical bell curves, or normal distribution is a set of data. The normal distribution has skewness of 0. Example of normal distribution is income distribution in economy. Uh, Application of kurtosis. Kurtosis also means it enables the shape and the nature of a middle part. Kurtosis is concerned with the flatness and the peakness of the frequency of curves. Example of kurtosis is distribution of height of males is closer to the purely kurtosis. The distribution of income has a positive skew. The mean income is more than the 50% greater, and the median loss of people earns more than 50,000 above. The median, not many people earn less than 50,000 below the median. the payoff of on a lottery ticket is also positively skewed. Thank you.